The final days of a dynasty. The year is 1266. The once mighty Almohad Empire, which had ruled over Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and parts of Spain, was nothing but a shadow of its former self. Decades of internal struggles, betrayals, and relentless attacks had weakened the dynasty beyond repair. But one last ruler, Idris II, stood at the edge of history, trying to hold together what little remained of the great Almohad legacy. However, a new power had risen. The Marinids, an ambitious and powerful Berber dynasty who had set their sights on Marrakesh, the last Almohad stronghold. Would Idris II be able to reclaim the lost might of his ancestors? Or was he merely a doomed ruler, fighting against the inevitable? Before we uncover this dramatic final chapter, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to support more deep dives into history. A sultan surrounded by enemies, Idris II inherited an empire on the brink of collapse. The Almohads, once feared across North Africa and Al-Andalus, had been reduced to a single city, Marrakesh. The Marinids had already conquered Fez, Meknes, and Rabat, pushing closer to the heart of the crumbling Almohad domain. The Christian kingdoms in Spain had taken advantage of Almohad weakness. The once Almohad-controlled lands in Al-Andalus, including Seville and Cordoba, had fallen to the Reconquista. No longer did Almohad banners fly over the grand cities of Iberia. To make matters worse, the Hafsids in Tunisia and the Zayanids in Algeria had long broken away from Almohad rule, claiming independence. Idris II was alone, isolated and desperate. Would he surrender to the Marinids? Would he make a last stand and fight for the survival of his dynasty? The final battle, the Siege of Marrakesh, 1269. By 1269, the Marinid army, led by the ruthless Abu Yusuf Yaqub, marched toward Marrakesh. The Almohads had no allies left. Their once grand armies were reduced to a fraction of their former size. But Idris II refused to go down without a fight. The walls of Marrakesh stood tall, but inside desperation reigned. Food supplies were running low, morale was crumbling, and many of Idris II's own men doubted that they could hold out against the superior Marinid forces. The Marinids launched their final assault on Marrakesh, surrounding the city from all sides. Siege engines battered the walls, arrows rained down upon the defenders, and the city burned as chaos erupted in the streets. Despite fierce resistance, the Almohad army was overwhelmed. Idris II was either captured or killed during the battle. His fate remains a mystery. But one thing was certain: the Almohad dynasty had fallen. The end of an empire and the rise of the Marinids. With the death of Idris II, the Almohad Empire officially ceased to exist. The Marinids, now the undisputed rulers of Morocco, established their own dynasty, ruling for the next 2 centuries. Marrakesh, once the beating heart of the Almohads, became just another conquest for the rising power. The green banners of the Almohads were torn down, replaced by the Marinid crescent. The era of the Almohads had ended, but their legacy of military brilliance, grand architecture, and a vast empire would live on in history. Conclusion: a dynasty's last breath. The story of Idris II is a tale of pride, ambition, and the harsh reality of history. No empire, no matter how mighty, lasts forever. The Almohads had once been the greatest power in North Africa and Al-Andalus. But in the end, they were consumed by the same internal struggles and external threats that had brought down countless dynasties before them. Was Idris II a hero who fought against impossible odds? Or was he simply a symbol of an empire that had already lost its way? Let us know in the comments. If you love epic history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a legendary tale from the past.